Hey everyone, my name is Anna. I'm head coach at Leveraged, and today I have with me Elie, and he is our success trader who had a payout. And I would like to have a little chat and discuss how is your experience with Leveraged, how is your trading story, and just really get into know you a little bit better so others can take inspiration and hopefully make the same success as you have. So thank you so much for joining me here today. And my first question to you is, please tell me more about your trading story. That's a really, really nice question to start, I think. So just tell us a little bit more about you.
Sure. I'll keep it nice and short. I kind of first heard about trading through eToro, the platform that offers copy trading. It was
Mm-hmm.
about 10 years ago. And in those days, I never thought that I myself could be a trader. I thought you had to be like some kind of math wizard or you had to study economics for
Mm-hmm.
years. But I learned more and more that if you just studied the patterns and had an eye for that, you could probably make it as a trader. But then a few years went. I really started getting into it about 5 years ago. These days, there are so much more free content online. There are a
Yeah,
lot of great traders that share their knowledge for free on YouTube and others. So that's kind of when I really got into it. I started following a lot of different traders. I started looking at their strategies, and yeah, I I like kind of thought that this would be something that I could do myself. So that's when I really got into it about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow, 5 years. So that's quite a long time. Was it, I'm just curious because it's 5 years, was it just after 2020 because you had a lot of time on your hands? Because I
Yeah,
do see that more traders actually just started 2020 because of the situation in the world. Was that also kind of what led you to try the waters of trading?
definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. I had a lot more free time I could spend
Mhm.
looking at the graphs because something I've managed to get better at is looking and seeing kind of what would
Mhm.
happen in the markets. And you need a lot of hours in front of graphs to really understand how they
For sure.
move. So
Yeah.
that gave me a lot of free time to do that, definitely.
Well, that's great because, that is paying off now because you have achieved already, a payout, trading with prop firm, getting funded, and now the payout stage. So that's obviously a great achievement. And I want to say congratulations. So
Thank
that
you.
is truly something great. And I think so many traders actually don't understand that it is big achievements. It's like climbing the ladder and getting to that payout. It's great achievement. So huge congratulations for that. For me, I always also like to kind of try to get to know the traders a little bit better. So if you feel comfortable sharing just a little bit more about your trading strategy, just maybe the style that you trade, some favorite assets, time frames and stuff like that. If you could share a little bit more into that, that would be great.
Definitely. I tried all types of trading strategies in the beginning.
Mhm.
Everyone does it differently.
Yep.
I tried anything from scalping to swing trading. I tried having 10, 20 indicators on a chart at the same time, which
Oh,
mostly
wow.
just confused me, to be honest.
Mhm.
And finally, I ended up having almost a naked chart. So
Okay.
I've been studying a lot of smart money contract trading styles with my own twist. So I have a
Mhm.
clean chart. I use the 50 MA moving average. I plot out the Asian session. Um, I use a lot of change of character or change of directions. I follow the trend mostly. Sometimes I counter trend trade. I look for liquidity grabs. I use
Mhm.
simple price action. And together with risk management, that has been
Mhm.
a consistently a profitable strategy. Um, I would say I have to work with my trading psychology a lot. That's something that
Mhm.
has been what I've had to adjust a lot during my trading
Mhm.
experience.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mostly do my analysis on the 4 hour chart, and I
Okay.
go down to the 1 hour and check it out, and then I do my entries on the lower time frames on the 5 and the 15.
Mhm. Would
Usually
you call
hold my
yourself
trades.
like a
Hmm?
Would you call yourself like an intraday trader then? Because obviously you do more a higher time frame, so it's not so much scalping then, it's more like an intraday.
Yeah, definitely. Scalping was
Mhm.
not for me. I spent too many hours in front of the computer making too many
Mhm.
trades a day. So now I try
Mhm.
to bring it down, have a bit more patience, wait for an entry,
Mhm.
hold the trades for a couple of hours at least, sometimes overnight, but mostly I like to close
Okay.
my trades before the end of day because I sleep better.
Hmm. For sure, right? Because it's like peaceful, you're not making dreams about huge candles suddenly
Yeah.
taking your stop or yes, I
Oh
think
yeah, like before
all the
before when I
traders have
used to hold my
experienced that.
trades. Yeah, I used to try and
Oh my.
hold my trades for a few days, and I would like sometimes just turn around in bed at night, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta check my trade," and then I wouldn't fall
Mhm.
asleep for another hour,
Yep.
so it would just mess up my sleep rhythm. So I
Mhm.
just try to close all trades before I go to bed.
Yeah, definitely not healthy, that for sure, not healthy.
Hmm.
And I'm a little curious when you said, you still need to work on your trading psychology because obviously you have your risk management dialed in, you have your strategy that you're following, you're disciplined. So maybe
Yeah.
can you tell a little bit more about that trading psychology? What like when you can do you experience some kind of struggles and where the struggle comes from? Obviously, don't overshare because I know it's like a very touchy thing to talk about. So just maybe, what is that things in like trading psychology that you still struggle with?
Well, it's the classics. It's the greed and fear and greed. It's
Mm-hmm.
the classics. I mean, sometimes I feel like I struggle with sometimes with like feeling confident with taking the trade, or is it going to go to my take profit? Should I close it early? Should I let it
Hmm.
run? Or maybe the worst one is moving your stop loss. Like that is something that I
Yeah.
think you should always practice not to do. Just take the
Hmm.
loss and move on. I've done it before. I've moved the stop loss. I've always like thought that maybe it's just going to go a few more pips down and then it'll turn around.
Yeah.
So that's something that I keep on thinking about it. I have to remind myself that no, just set it and forget it, let it go.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's something that I've been like practicing a lot the past few years. I mean,
Yeah,
it's different for everyone. Some people
for
don't
sure.
don't see the patterns. They can't do the technical analysis that well.
Hmm.
I found that very easy from the beginning. It
Hmm.
was mostly the risk management and the psychology and letting
Hmm.
the trades run, or just sticking to the set take profit and stop loss. That's mostly what I've been had more trouble getting
Mm.
getting a control of.
Yeah, but it's okay. I think these things come with experience as well. And I always say
Yeah,
that we pack our baggage and we just carry that with us like all the time. And it just comes with experience. You learn how to control your emotions better. You learn how to sit in that trade. You learn how to be disciplined and not to touch anything. And it really reminds me that when I listen to you, you sound like you're very data driven. You have proper risk management in place. You know exactly what you're doing and just trying not to let emotions affect you because, once you either move your stop or once you get greedy, let's say, and want to keep the trades open for longer or whatever it is, it messes up with your data. And
yeah.
yeah, and it's definitely not good. Okay, well, how about your overall like experience with leveraged? Can you please share that?
Well, so far it's been great. Customer service has always been very fast and very professional. I've always got good answers in a short amount of time. Um, Even if I elaborate on the question, I always get an
Mhm.
answer again. I feel that the dashboard is a clean interface. It keeps track of all your stats. There's not much that I'm missing. Um, yeah, and the payout was quick and easy. We had a nice risk interview with I don't remember his name. He was very nice. I think he had a French accent.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
if you know
risk
who he
manager. Yeah.
is,
Okay.
yeah, we
Um,
had a good conversation. It was fun.
Okay, good. Good. So that's also really good that you had a good experience with the risk interview as well. It's just, standard procedure because we want to make sure that, traders are trading themselves and and really get to also know our traders who are trading with us. Yeah, and about your payout experience, we are really trying to make sure that it is fast, it's easy. Obviously, do not overshare anything, but what was the payout method that you chose to get?
Yeah, I chose the crypto, and it was very
Okay,
quick and easy.
yeah,
And
crypto for sure
after
is
the
easy.
risk, yeah, and after the risk interview, it only took a few hours. I think maybe maximum half a day, and it was done. So yeah, it worked very smooth.
That's great. Okay, it's good to hear that you have a really good experience with the support. We truly have the best support, and we making sure that our traders are taken care of. And also glad to hear that your experience with the risk management team also was great. And yeah, I wanted to ask you if you could give like a tip or suggestion to traders who want to be funded and who want to get the payout. What would you suggest them? Like, what would you tell them, to do or to change or whatever? Like, what would you say to them?
Uh, well, the first thing would be to find a strategy that suits your personality or your way of wanting to trade. So if you want quick
Hmm.
action, staring at the charts, and go for scalping.
Hmm.
If you have patience, if you'd like to be more relaxed, maybe have a few trades a day or a few trades a week, go for a swing trading strategy or
Hmm.
maybe intraday strategy, and mainly focus on your trading psychology. Practice ignoring your fear and greed. Set your trade, set your stop loss, set your take profit, and let it go. If it hits the stop loss, don't worry. Take the next
Hmm.
trade, and yeah, just try and get a control of your emotions when it comes to trading. So start demo trading, at
Hmm.
least a couple of months. See that you're consistently making profits every month before you even
Yeah.
consider trying a prop firm. Those would be my main recommendations. And then don't go too big. Like try it out with prop firm to begin with, and then if you can keep it because I mean at leverage you have your consistency scores at least for the turbo
Hmm.
challenges. So
Yeah.
you have to be consistent. You can't just make one big trade and then try and rely on
Hmm.
it. So you have to work on your consistency and try and make profits continually every day or every week at least
Hmm.
with small losses. So that would be my main tips to make it in this business.
Yeah, well, I really hope that people will listen to you because it's a great advice. And I caught that you said about the consistency. Maybe you can obviously because you achieve the profit and the profit payout is only done when your consistency is below 20%. Maybe you can
Yeah.
share just a little bit, how you are going about your consistency score. Is there anything that you can suggest for traders to do or because I've heard so many times, oh, I wanted to keep my trade open, but I needed to close it because of the consistency rule. Is
Yeah.
there something maybe that you can, I don't want to say like suggest, but maybe just share how you are making sure that your consistency is below 20%?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've never traded with the consistency score before, so that was new
Okay.
new to me.
Hmm.
I've tried to always keep a risk to reward around 3 RR. And in this case, I had to adjust myself a little bit. I sometimes couldn't let the trade run too far, even if it was a
Hmm.
very good entry.
Hmm.
So when I adjusted my strategy a little bit, I decided to set a best day trade. So that I set it at 1%.
Hmm.
And then I just had my take profit at that 1% each trade,
Hmm.
and I adjusted my stop loss accordingly.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, I need to have 5 days with this take profit hit
Hmm.
in a row. And then I just kept trading until I managed to get 5 days in a row without going too low in the. I obviously had losses in between,
Hmm.
but I needed 5 days to get consistent and get under
Hmm.
20%. So that was my strategy to do it.
Yeah. So basically just making sure that your profit is adjusted so you don't you don't make your biggest day too big that you cannot repeat again. And also I do want to correct you a little bit there. The consistency rule doesn't mean you need to be consistent like trading every single day. even if you
No,
make,
no.
you know,
Yeah,
obviously, yeah, right. So it's just if you have losing days in between, that's okay. You can still hit
definitely.
your consistency, right? So it just basically
Yeah,
means your best trading day times 5 and the profit to
yeah,
be able to withdraw it. Yeah.
yeah,
And,
definitely.
you know, I want to really ask you like last question, specifically because you do trade turbo and we have a lot of traders who trade turbo. You already touched on the consistency, but the another thing is that once you request your payout, because we have a trailing drawdown, your drawdown is now trailed to the original you know, balance. So
Yeah.
what would you recommend traders to do when it comes to like leaving the buffer in? What do you think would be a good amount to leave that buffer just to make sure that they are on the safe side, and if the drawdown comes that they are, you know, protected? What do you think, or maybe what works for you the best? What kind of percentage?
Well, I would say at least 3%. So let's say you have a
Okay.
100,000 account, so at least 3,000
Hmm.
leave it for a buffer, because you never know. You'll have, if you, let's say you have 0.5% in stop loss, then you have at least 6 losses before you
Hmm.
hit your drawdown. So that would give you
Yeah.
at least, if you're at least consistent, you would have space for at least a small drawdown in the beginning. So
Hmm.
yeah, that would probably be my minimum, leaving 3% at least.
Okay, great. Thank you. I really wanted to hear that because obviously there are different traders. And what actually another trader says, maybe leave less, but then risk less as well. So instead of maybe
Yeah,
like risking 0.5%, risk a little bit less, and then you can
yeah.
have like a smaller cushion in there. But yeah, very, very good advice. And, you know, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. And I want to wish you all the best. I hope that your experience with Leveraged is going to only get better, and we are excited to build a really good relationship with you, and we are looking forward for more payouts and, you know, for more success for yourself. So thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to talk to you, and I wish you all the best.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to working with Leverage for a long time. It's been great so far, and I hope it will continue. Thank you so much.
Thank you.